So, what's going to happen is this. We're going to walk out that door. We're going to immediately turn around. Okay, look at the bar. See where the cow is? The cow is still at 1 and full, correct? Watch what happens. As soon as we walk back in to headquarters, Lupe will have lost her godforsaken mind. Watch, here it comes. The cow is going to turn red. Now, it says that somebody's working there, doesn't it? But remember when we took Lupe out of there before? See that? It says 10-0-0 instead of 10-0-10. That means that somehow Lupe acted as if we unassigned her like we did the last time. Right? Remember that? Okay. Let's go back over here. Look. The people now finally left. As soon as we leave the headquarters cell after the tutorial, as soon as we walk out headquarters doors,
antisocial behavior will not be tolerated.
Then those people leave. All of these are still pretty much intact. All of the things that I built are still the way that we left them. Watch this.
All is well.
The labels of the people are gone. That should say laborer. Right?
Good to see you again.
Now, if we go look at Jake, see Aiden. Aiden didn't have a label either before we left, did he? Aiden doesn't have a label. Where's Jake from State Farm? Oh, this cell's pretty dark. It doesn't look bad, but it doesn't necessarily look good either. Okay, here's Jake. Jake doesn't have a job listing. If we were to find Mansfield, right?
Hey, it's good to see you.
Lupe.
How's it going?
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Those new showers, well, let's just say elevator rides are a lot more comfortable now.
All right, tell me about your department.
Anything to report?
It's bad news, I'm afraid. I don't have enough staff to do my job right. I could really use more people.
Do you have any advice?
Not to be rude or anything, but, we could really use more bathrooms.
Can we chat?
This is much better than working for the Gunners.
Bye.
Now, Lupe, after engaging her in conversation, is still not acknowledging that she's the head of the department. So here's what has to happen. We go to logistics, right? We go to assign employees. We have one extra employee in the building, and that's Mala. Now, if you look, always on the right side of the screen is the department that you're working in. Now watch what happens to the red bar at the top. We've lost Mala.
Currently en route to
Boom. And now look, did you just see what happens? It registered that Mala showed up and fixed the bar temporarily, but Lupe's still in charge. If we go into here, look, we have capacity for 10, which was the same as when Lupe was there. But it says that there's nobody actually working there, even though 2 people are working there. Now watch this. We are going to take Lupe out of the Lupe, as we would say, and make Mala the department head. Watch what happens. Thank you very much. Now, that immediately fixed that. We had to unassign Lupe as the logistics head. Now watch what happens. We will now assign Lupe as the head. Now, do you see what I'm talking about here? Mala supposedly is still working in logistics. We did not take Mala out of logistics, but Mala doesn't show up right now, correct? What you do now, don't move Lupe over. Leave Lupe there because Lupe is supposed to stay on the right side. Exit out of this. Lupe is now the department head. Now, let's assign employees. They both should show up here. They don't. Because remember, Lupe is not an employee anymore. She's the head, so she doesn't count in the employee count. Now, watch this. That goes back to 1. Now we have to go back over to this. We're going to go to facilities. We're going to manage. We're going to put Mala back in facilities. And now Mala's in facilities. Labeled as a laborer now, with a correct label. Now, if we find Jake doesn't say anything, but we're not going to talk to him in here because he's a jerk. Wait a minute, what?
Bingo.
That's right, I keep forgetting that every time I come in here or whatever. Engineering is fine. That's Jake. Now, we could do the same thing in that department as well, right? We could throw Mala over here. And now by the wrench, it says 2, see that? Now we go over here, we go to assign leader. Mala's going to stay there. Now Mala's the leader of engineering. Now we go back in here, assign a leader. And now we leave Jake in here. Jake is now the head of engineering. Now if we go talk to Jake, Jake is labeled as an engineer.
This unit
Lupe is labeled as the
patrolling.
supply manager. Alright, nobody's up here. So as soon as you walk out of HQ, there's some weird script that runs that like descripts basically everybody. Aiden. Hey Tambin. We're just debugging Fallout, having what we call a good old time.
Just saying hello. Can we chat?
I knew someone once.
That was all.
See, Aiden should say at some point, I want everybody to be labeled again as their actual labels. Yeah, Tamara, we're just trying to figure out how this game is broken. Huh? Okay, so see? This is Fallout 4, not Fallout 76. Fallout 4 does not have... Okay. This guy's in charge.
Hello.
Mansfield. Okay, so he's labeled correctly. He's in the labor department.
Hey.
He's the boss of the labor department, right? Lupe is labeled correctly as the supply manager. That's her job. And if we went over here, went to administration, hold on, let's do the same thing. Let's take, yeah, let's do the same thing. So yeah, Tambin, this is the story mode of a mod DLC that came out called Sim Settlements. So now we're taking Mala out of engineering. Well, there are multiple roles in this game. It's a whole story about how the world has ended and you're trying to stay alive. So that's right, I can't... Oh, that's right, because I only have one job for that. Well, let's put Mala back over here then. Oh yeah, it's a little. In fact, we're gonna start blowing stuff up in a little bit. I'm just trying to explain to the people what the bugs are and why we've encountered the bugs and how I'm trying to work around fixes for them. We're about ready to go shoot people in a little bit, so yeah, this is not an office. This is a supply closet. This is not an office. Facility seems to be running well. Cedric is the leader and he's labeled as such. Mal is labeled as a laborer.
That's a good one.
I gotta work on this bathroom when I get back. Oh, no, I did get 2 jobs for that one because I built the ladies a place to go potty, which was nice of me. Cleaned all that up. Nobody's sitting there. That bathroom I gotta work on. This is a department head, but it's not a department office. This is gonna be bedrooms. This is a department head and not an office. So that's what we're running into. It's this weird script where as soon as you walk out the door, Lupe unassigns, and then none of that works. Alright, we'll turn it back to default. So, that's where we're at. We left the tutorial. We walked out. Yep, your supply manager.
Can I help you?
Nope. Unless you can keep people from quitting their jobs as soon as I walk out the door.
I'm
Aiden,
sure your friend is fine.
why are you not?
How's it going? How are things going?
Nothing to report.
I'll see you later.
See, that worries me. Aiden's still somehow, and I don't have a security office. Aiden is still unassigned, technically, right? And because we don't have a desk or an office to use that I can find, we probably have one somewhere. I'm just too stupid to find it.
Hey,
We can put Mala in facilities, or in security, right? So the little camera there in the center will go up to 2. Okay. Now he says guard. Okay. So that got him reassigned.
hi.
Hi, Aiden. You're a weirdo. Let's put Mala back in facilities. And I can't put anybody in administration, can I? Yeah, max 1, max 5, max 4, max 7. Okay. So we've straightened out logistics. We've straightened out security now. We got Aiden pinged exactly to his job. We straightened out engineering because Jake says he's an engineer. And we straightened out facilities because, what's the guy's name? Says that he works at Mansfield.
Yeah?
Okay. Technically, we have everybody back in their roles after the Mala glitch. So now, let's go outside again.
How about that local sports team?
Local sports
Did you
team.
see the game last week?
Okay, now I'm going to get my gun out. We are going to drop a hard save here. Wrong one. Okay, so that was step 1. Walk out the door after the tutorial. Come back in and Lupe is bugged. Assign everybody back move players around, basically assign Mala to every department that you can, and then it should clear itself out and everybody should go back to their designated roles and their designated assignments. And of course, hard saves work a little bit better than auto saves or soft saves in this situation. Okay, that only took a half an hour. It takes less time if you just do it or whatever later on. Okay.